What's up, guys? Finally getting back to working. Gonna get the crank rebuilt today. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna get the bearings off the old one to get the shims out because I can't find any exact fit or any exact dimensions of the shims. Just gonna play it safe, like people told me to on the SACHS forums. Just use the old shims; they shouldn't be worn out. If you find yours are like worn out from the looks of it, from like scratches, whatever, probably try to find a replacement. For me, I'm not too worried about it. As far as I know, that I've only taken one side of the bearings off. I wanted to show you guys the other side. Just wanted to make sure the tool I got works. So let's hop into it. So as you can see, like I said, I got one of the side bearings off already. So I wanted to show you guys this side and also take a look at the clutch real quick. So, but this is the tool I got. Or I shouldn't say I got. My dad found this for me. So, and bought it. Awesome. Well, shout out, Dad. Love you. So, super helpful. These just slide on each side of the bearing, crank it down, and it pops it up. So on this one, it popped it up probably to about where my fingernail is right here. So, and then I had to use the screw to pull it out the rest of the way. But it came off incredibly easy. So, yeah, I'll try to find that link again. And if I do, I'll put it down in the description if you guys want to check it out. Super helpful tool for me. So, yeah, if you're interested, check it out down below. So we popped the clutch off. There is definitely some heat marks. That side's really bad. So definitely going to try to resurface these if I can. The clutch plates themselves, this is the old one, kind of compared to the new one. As you can see, it's definitely pretty glazed over. So that's just the oil seeping out of the pores. Damn, that does not want to focus. So, but yeah, if you compare it to the new one, you can see this is definitely a lot more textured, not shiny like this. So this clutch definitely got glazed over. That's definitely the problem why it wasn't running so hot, or not running at least, but not moving so hot. So I could only ever get it up to about 5 miles an hour. So it just revving like hell, but wouldn't go anywhere. So kind of figured this was the issue, and I'm just proving myself right. So hopefully, new clutch, help that out. So to use this, it's real simple. Just go around the bearing, tighten it down. Sorry, out of frame. So real simple, just tighten it down. It'll kind of lock itself in place. Boom. I can hold it up with just this. So then all you gotta do from here, slowly tighten one side of these. Just go back and forth and it'll pop it right up. So this time I did end up using a drill on it. For some reason last night it was real easy to pop off. The clutch side one, not so much. So I used the power drill. Did use a chrome socket, don't tell anyone. So, but made it pop off real quick. As you can see here. Unseated. So from here, what we gotta do is use this. So that just screws in on each side of that. It makes it real simple. So yeah, let's get that done. So as you can see, got it hooked up. So that just goes in a little dimple there. What we're gonna do, use a power drill on this slowly and pop it off. Boom. So again, don't use chrome sockets on tools. I'm an idiot. Don't be me. So, but super easy. Pops right off. Oop, there we go. Pop the bearing right out. And look at the sleeve. Shim stuck. So, but yeah, looking good. I just wanted to quickly show you guys the kit that I'm using again. So this is the one my dad found on Amazon. This is the size that I used, but they do have the bigger size. This kit was like $32. So if you're in the market for a bearing puller, especially if you need something like this where a normal like claw one isn't going to work too well, this kit's awesome. So yeah, check it out down in the description. I'll try to remember to leave it out in there. So yeah. Okay, so this is my first time doing this. Got this side on using a torch. Do not do that, I have found that out. This next one, I put in the toaster oven, cleaned it off first so it didn't smoke up the toaster oven, because it is a toaster oven that I use. So, and I will clean it afterwards as well. Just take it out, right over the top, boom, right on. So what I did was 350 for 15 minutes. Watched a couple YouTube videos. That was kind of the final consensus I made. Yeah, fit right on. Perfect. So I'm gonna have to replace this bearing. I have no choice. So I have a new one on the way already. It didn't even seat properly, as you can see. So gonna be pulling this one off and putting it back on, basically. So we're just gonna ignore this bearing. Yeah, I messed that one up. Got a new one on the way, like I said. Just gonna focus on the clutch side since I got this bearing on. Fits nice. So next thing after that one, just this ring goes right over it. I'm gonna try to make sure it's on there properly. So here's where we're going to want a little bit of oil. I'm just going to use 2-stroke oil. It just makes it a lot easier. Put a little bit on my finger. So I also did do this. I put a little bit of oil on it before I put the bearing on too, just to help it slide down a little bit. So the face always goes out. Slides right on like that. Push that shim up. Perfect. So after that, I think after that we go here. And the sleeve. That's gonna be tough. Ooh, got lucky. Okay, so guess we're gonna heat this up to put that on too. Be right back. Heat it up. See if we can get this thing to slide all the way down now. Perfect. Look at that. Just a little bit of heat. That's all needed. So again, 350. That's time for about 10 minutes. Probably could go a little bit less. Doesn't need to get expanded as much as the bearing does, because that did slide off immediately. Like, didn't need the bearing press or anything like that to get that piece off initially. So don't worry about that. Just a little bit of heat works great. It's looking fresh. Also got this side bearing in. Just got another one off of Treatland. Took about a week to get here. Oh no. So everything's in place now. It's a little tight. I'm not 100% sure. Like, yeah, it's pretty tight. So I don't know if it's just lack of lubrication. That is something that I realized, is I didn't lubricate any of the shims or anything like that. So hopefully I don't have to pull the bearings back off. I'm hoping that, you know, I can fix it somehow. I've asked people on the Facebook forums, but they haven't been too helpful. I'm not very smart. I need someone to explain it to me in Neanderthal terms. You know, I can't comprehend a lot of what they're trying to tell me. So hopefully I didn't mess up too bad and I don't have to get a whole new crank. If I do, this build's going to take a hell of a lot longer than I want it to. Yeah, so I'm deciding to do the clutch now. I'm going to get that done, get it bolted up. Not going to tighten it down just yet, but just get it in place. So I'm hoping that the crank's solid. I don't know at this point. But yeah, let's hop into this clutch. So the very first thing you want to do is put on the gear. So I just slide straight onto the crankshaft. Super simple. Next, you want the real thin washer. So as well as a shim, not a washer. So that just goes right over the top of the gear. After that, you're going to want to go with one of these plates. But you want to go with the thinnest plate. See how that top one's just slightly thinner? So you want to go with the thinnest plate. That goes on first. After that goes clutch plate, and then one of these. Then one of the thick plates goes on after that. Then the other clutch plate, and then another spring, and finally the last thick plate. After all that, you can go with the other shim. This one's the thicker one, about 1 millimeter thick. And that one goes right over the top as well. After that, this piece, boom, nut, and boom. There is the clutch rebuilt. Okay, I'm gonna call it there. Got the clutch on the crank. It's not tightened down yet, but it's in place, so everything's there. Crank's on the case. Hopefully by next time, everything will be put back together. Hopefully it'll be a complete engine. So if you guys are looking forward to it, we'll just want to see what happens. Stick around. You know, this build's gonna be real fun. It's figuring out a lot of things. So yeah, hope you guys like it. Have a good one. See ya.